Hey guys, welcome back to Small Craft Angler. Today we're going to be reviewing our second ePDL build. That will be my fishing kayak for 2025. This time, as you can see, the theme is Marsh Camo and orange. I really like the contrast between the two colors and think the pops of orange give this kayak great visibility out on the water. So if you happen to watch our first ePDL build in the steel camo, then this kayak build is going to be pretty much the same, except for the orange colored Yak Attack accessories and the bigger Garmin SV there. So that's new to us, but for the most part, the two boats are going to be set up exactly the same, besides the color contrast. So up here on the top of the front storage compartment, I have a Magellan kayak fishing bag. Strap this down to the lid here and use this bag when I decide to take any fish home. This bag is relatively inexpensive, has a top loading and rear loading for the area for the fish. Throw a couple ice packs in there and call it a day. And I really like this bag. It doesn't cost a lot of money, so if I ruin it, I think it's $40 to $50. Try to put a link in the description, but really digging this thing. We'll do a review on it at some point. Up here in the top storage compartment, I have the Nakawa 10 amp hour battery that powers the Garmin. I have it wired through the hull using the Wilderness Systems through-hole wiring kit. Let me try to get a picture of that. Through-hole wiring kit there's one here, and I also have one up front that you can't see, but there's a whole video on how we wired the Garmin and drilled these holes and everything if you want to see that later in full detail. On the left side of the kayak, here's the new bad boy that we have for this one. This is the Garmin Striker 7 SV. This is a new unit, as we were running the Striker Vivid 4 CV with the Yak Hobby Sunshade on the blue ePDL. We look forward to getting this out on the water and see what she can do. I just like the bigger screen. We're not using these for much, water temperature, water depth mainly, but you know, obviously this has side scan and a few others, side view, whatever, a few other things. So behind the Garmin, we have the Yak Attack Track Pack Combo Kit. This holds all of my loose plastics. So you can open this up here, and then it has, you can get it with or without trays. This one has a tray. Put your plastics in it, it's kind of cool. Okay, and behind that we have the Yak Attack multi-mount cup holder that holds my water while out on the water. I have that attached to a Yak Attack GT 175 top loading gear track. That gear track was not on the kayak. We installed that onto the kayak ourselves. So on this side we have the orange PDL tall steering knob by Navarre Kayak. This is not expensive at all, and very easy to install. This has definitely made a huge difference on the kayak, and probably if I was only going to do one thing, that would be it. As far as ease of control of steering the kayak and the rear rudder. It comes with a ball normally, and that thing's just crap. It works, but when you get any kind of current, it's hard to maneuver at all. This you can really get your hand on, especially if you have a big hand like me. And the last thing we have on this side of the kayak here is the paddle holder. I have a Bending Branches paddle. I really like the Bending Branches. This is my second or third one. But this has a lock here where you can lock the paddle in place, and it does not move at all. It does not ever come loose. It's kind of hard to get on there when you're out on the water sometimes, but once you get used to it, it really locks the paddle in there well, and really enjoying that. Moving over to the right side of the Yak, we have the Yak Attack Panfish Portrait Pro camera mount. Attached to another Yak Attack GT 175 top loading gear track down here. I installed that myself. That does not come on the boat. I use this to hold all of my cameras when filming. It can hold a multitude of things. This is a DJI camera. I've moved from moved from GoPro to all DJIs at this point. I like the way it integrates with their mics and everything, and I just think the battery life on this camera is 4 hours, and I don't have to change the camera or anything. So truly enjoying that thus far. So over here we have the front rail replacements. These are by Navarre Kayak. They come out a little further. They give you more real estate to put your pliers, your fish grips, like anything that you want to use. I really like these. They're made out of hard plastic, or I can't think what this stuff's called that they use on boats. It'll never rot, whatever, but it's awesome. Anything that I mentioned about Navarre Kayak, you've heard it many times here, is awesome. So totally totally enjoying that. So here we have the Yak Attack leaderboard, double header track mount, holding my orange leaderboard. This measuring board is much bigger than the one I was using on the previous kayak, so we'll see how it goes. I like how big it is though, and it like kind of dovetails into the bottom of the leaderboard, so your fish kind of sits down a little further. So I hope that'll help them from like bouncing out as they like to do sometimes. Moving back, we have the Yak Attack Roto Grip phone holder and phone tether. I have this on the other blue ePDL. I've been using it. It's proven itself. I can put the phone in here, take pictures of myself, hold my phone, make phone calls, whatever if I need to. But I truly, this is a great phone holder. I'm loving that. Pretty simple, but it's awesome. Yeah, a must-have in my opinion. Back here, this is the rod holders, and I have the Navarre Kayak rod tube covers. These keep the water from getting down to the hull of the kayak. I've got 3 of these on there, so when not in use, I have them all closed, or even when in use. The only one I usually open is this one when I'm fishing the boat. So here in the middle of the kayak is the star of the show, the Old Town ePDL drive system. It's got the Navarre PDL drive spacers on each side of the kayak, which keep the drive nice and tight when in use with no play, so it doesn't move back and forth. It kind of just holds it in place. Without those, it kind of moves a little more and kind of gets annoying. So I also have the Navarre floating prop nut here. You can take that off if you get line, if you need to make adjustments while out in the water. If this falls in the water, it floats, so that's really nice. The other one sinks, so, and it's orange. The other one's black, so you're not going to lose it. So just the little touches. Navarre Kayak, like I said, truly awesome. Everything they make, it's really awesome. So behind that, we have the Old Town seat. This is the most comfortable seat I've ever sat in my life. I fish it 4 to 6 hours at a time. My butt never gets tired. You can stand up in this kayak if you want to, but this thing is really nice and super comfortable. So I love sitting in it. It's been great. Behind the seat, we have the rear hatch that houses the lithium battery here. I don't think I have a battery in here, thinking of it. No, don't have one in here now, but here's the plug. Your lithium battery sits in here. You have straps to strap it down, pretty straightforward. Plug that in when you're ready to go, so your ePDL works. This is your key. You do have to have this plugged in. If you don't have this plugged in, it will not run. You want to wrap this around your arm or something in case you come out of the boat. You pull that and it shuts everything off, so your boat doesn't take off without you. So let's see. Behind that, we have this huge tank well. I mean, you can fit tons of stuff in here. I run the black pack, which is now the orange pack, it looks like. I normally carry 3 rods in it, and then my Yak Attack net. I also have 1 rod in my hand, so that's a total of 4 rods. That works perfect for me. Could I have more rods? Absolutely, but 4 seems to be the magic number, and seems to really be working well. Back here, I installed the Yak Attack Gridlock Mighty Mount, and that is going to hold our VisiCarbon Pro kayak flag, so we have more visibility when out on the water. Back here, you can put a shallow water anchor mount, which I plan on doing at some point. Just haven't done it because of cost. I need 2, 1 for each boat. I will do it eventually, probably around Christmas when they go on sale. They're usually $100 off at Bass Pro, I've seen, but I didn't do it this Christmas because I was doing other things like Garmin's and whatnot to kit out this boat, so me and my son could both have one ready to go. And as you can see, this can add up quickly. So in the very back here, let me adjust the camera. Probably not going to be able to see this because of the sun, but in the very back we installed the Navarre Old Town rudder bolt. This allows the rudder to hold in place when you take your hands off the steering knob. So essentially, if you got current or whatever and you don't have this bolt in, it moves a little loosely and moves you around a bit more, where this would just stay put and hold you in place. So yeah, I really enjoy that. I also have safety flag back here. I just have it zip tied on. I'll cut this off eventually, but that way it's all ready to go. I do take it off when I'm fishing, but Sometimes I don't use the trailer. I have it in the back of my kayak, sorry, excuse me, in the back of my truck bed. So I have to have that flag on there ready to go. All right, guys, so that's gonna be it for the setup on our second Old Town ePDL 132. If you appreciate our content, we definitely appreciate you smashing the like and subscribe buttons. Until next time, God bless, and we will see you on the next one.